welcome back to the channel guys, it's Meg and I'm going to teach you how to create the perfect clean French. So it may seem a bit simple, but it's important to know, and there's a lot of beginners out there that do struggle with the perfect French. So as you saw me just shaking my finger, we do not want to start with a shiny base. Nope, I find that using our matte top coat for French is the perfect base. It's essential for clean lines. I don't know what it is, but when you are drawing a French, you need a matte base for the product to really cling really cleanly to the nail. So I'm also taking a long thin brush, usually 20 is good. It's like 20 mm, 20 mil, is that? I don't know. And this is exactly what you don't want to do. So don't pick up your product and grab loads of gel and then create a line, because you're going to create a really uneven start for yourself. So you want to drag your gel that's on your palette like so, not like this. So that's a blob. I'm going to show you. So we don't want to do that, because you're going to get a really uneven finish, and when you start your French you're going to have a big blob. What you want to do is grab your brush, and in downwards motions you want to drag your brush through the gel, and that should give you a perfect clean line every single time. You can see the difference in that. So you've got your palette, you've got your colour of choice on there, you've got your 20 ml brush, and you're going to begin with dragging your brush through the product in a downwards motion, and that should give you the perfect amount of gel to start. So depending on whether you're doing square or almond or stiletto, this may change, but this is just based on an oval to almond nail. You want to create a horizontal line at the bottom of the nail, and this will be the thickness that you want your tip to be. So we're not going to go super thick today. Simply draw a line down the middle of that, and that's going to be your center point for your French. Once you've done that, you're then going to draw a diagonal line from the center of the bottom of that line that's vertical up to the sidewall area, and that's going to stop where you want your French to stop along the sidewall. So some people prefer a deeper French, and by deeper I mean this diagonal line is going to go higher up the nail towards like the cuticle area. Some people prefer it to be a little bit more shallow, which means you would just basically make this line a bit shorter. This is how it should look so far. Obviously, once you begin to practice more with your French, if you are a beginner, you won't need to do this on every nail with your client. It can be time consuming, but this is just a really good way to make sure that each nail that you do is perfect every time, and you're not going to have to go back and you see one nail and you've done two more, and then you go back to the first and say that doesn't look the same. If you do this, they're all going to look exactly the same. So we're just mapping out essentially. You are going to create two smaller curved lines in the center of the horizontal and the two big diagonal lines. I hope this is it. I hope I'm explaining it okay, because I'm really not great at explaining stuff, but I'm trying, guys. You can follow along with the same lines I'm doing and just press pause if you need a little bit longer. So this is our mapping out. This is how you should map out for a almond French. As you can see, we've already got our line. We've already got our crisp, deep French shape. All we need to do now is fill it out. So on this nail, because there wasn't much white, I probably could have just gone in with my liner brush and filled it in with no issues. It would have been nice and smooth. But if you've got someone that wants longer nails, or they want a little bit more white French rather than not so thin like I've done today, you would go in with the body of your brush of your color of choice and just fill it in like so. And then you're going to find that you want to go back in with your liner brush now and just clean up that inner edge of your French like I'm doing here. We'll always start towards the center and drag upwards, and that's just going to clean off that line for you. Once you've done that, cure it for 60 seconds and you're good to go. I do personally find that this is a really good way to practice your French. Obviously, let me know in the comments what you think, and if you've tried this before and it works for you. And if you've got any other methods, then feel free to share them in the comment box. We're all here to help. But yeah, I hope this helps you, and please leave a thumbs up if it did. And I'll see you guys in the next one. All I'm going to do is just finish cleaning up the edges, and then I will top coat and be done. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Also, don't forget to file at the end. This is going to give you a really clean, crisp line. Goodbye.